Welcome everyone to the Avengers podcast, where we talk Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm your host Torn, and with me is my co-host Peyton.
What's going on?
Just chilling, dude. I did that fucking intro without even having to pull it up. That shit's ingrained in my head.
Finally,
shit's ingrained in my brain, dude.
I've been trying to memorize the outro. I'm still not there yet.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
I'm like, I get halfway through and I'm like, wait, what comes first?
We'll get it someday.
Yeah. You watch anything good recently?
Well, the only thing I remember is Fight Club. I fucked up the first rule.
Can't believe
I always say this and I never do it. I want to watch Zodiac. I really want to watch Zodiac.
Zodiac's very good.
Yes, and to me, it's always one of those things where like, I edited like my own trailer of Zodiac, and it feels like I've seen the movie like 1,000 times because of how much hours I've put into editing like a trailer for mine, like in my editing class.
Hours of looking at Jake Gyllenhaal's face.
Hours of looking at Jake Gyllenhaal's face and Robert Downey Jr. being passively aggressive as possible.
Every role he's been in.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, man, like, tonight I'm watching Zodiac, and I never do.
Did you finish? Did you finish The Sandman?
I did finish The Sandman. Great. Well, yeah, remember I told you how I felt about it.
Right.
9 out of 10. God, I hate Lyta so much, bro. Like I hate delusional grief characters. It's so annoying.
I watched because they released that like bonus episode. They had like 2 shorts in them. I watched that. One is animated, one isn't, and they're both pretty good. Well, they're definitely like bonus episodes. Like they have nothing to do with the main series.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was looking up like the filmography of Boyd Holbrook, and I looked at his filmography for the television. It's a Sandman 11 episode. I was like, 11? Like, what the fuck? Like, that was like 2 or 3 days ago before they even dropped that like bonus episode. So, yeah, it was crazy.
I actually don't think he's in either of them.
No, I don't think so. But I think they just wanted to put him in there. But also, Boyd Holbrook is in Vengeance.
Oh yes, he is. Yeah. I heard about that.
He's great in that one too. I wish he did the Q&A with BJ Novak, but he wasn't there. It was only BJ Novak. But yeah, that's it. That's all I watched so far.
Better Call Saul finale was.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
It's better than Breaking Bad. I said it.
It is better than Breaking Bad. And also in ways it reminded me of like the El Camino ending. It was like very tranquil yet like kind of like heartbreaking in a way.
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but that's a better word for it. Both characters starting new lives in different parts of like, their life. Like Saul's in prison and Jesse's in a new place. It's crazy, man.
I feel like there's some people that got like rose tinted glasses on, kind of, because I keep reading discourse about it, like whether Breaking Bad is better or whatever, and I keep seeing people being like, Better Call Saul season 1 was so boring, and I'm like, but Breaking Bad season 1 and there's people that are like, Breaking Bad season 1 was amazing, it was action packed or whatever. I'm like, are we thinking of the same show?
No,
it took me like 2 years to watch season 1 because it was so boring.
Yeah, season 1 is like very, very slow. But honestly, it's one of the things where like I talked to my friend about this. Like we both can't really compare the shows only because like they're in a sense like the same thing and the was in the same universe. For me, I think the characterization and the pacing is a little bit better in Better Call Saul than it is in Breaking Bad.
Absolutely.
Breaking Bad is definitely more action packed in terms of like the whole like gang stuff with like Waltz and Gus and all that stuff like that. Because I remember even you saying like at the end of season 5, like you were like, dang, this is like dragging on, like. So I knew like I wasn't the only one with that pacing.
It was the first half of season 4, I think, or maybe it was season 5. I think it might have been season 4. What was the last season?
Last season of Breaking Bad. Yeah, it was season 5.
Okay, then it might have been season 4, because I remember the first half of either one of those seasons. I'm pretty sure it was season 4, where it felt really like aimless, and I was like, where is this going? But the back half, everything started to like come together, and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty sick.
Yeah, because I remember like the first half of like season 5, like Walt kind of like deserted. He was like in a bar. He was like just kind of doing his own thing for like a little bit. He was like on the move from like the police and shit like that.
Yeah,
and he like had his hair grown out, like, and he had like a beard.
It was like the proto Gene timeline.
Yeah, pretty much. So that was that whole thing. But I've also been meaning to rewatch Breaking Bad as well, since I just finished Better Call Saul. So, but I'm not really much of a person who rewatches like shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think I'm willing to make an exception for Breaking Bad, because like people will say but people give like Breaking Bad the Office treatment. Like I hear people as like yourself say like, oh, I watch The Office like 7 or 8 times. And
I don't know how someone can watch Breaking Bad like that. It's too harrowing.
No, it's insane, bro. Like, because the thing is, for me, like I jumped on the Breaking Bad like pretty late. Like I jumped on like around like after it ended, like around 2016. I watched Breaking Bad.
I jumped on it this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have the experience to like watch all of it and like see more like discourse about it as well.
Yeah, I got to see all of it and then jump immediately into Better Call Saul and catch up to the point where I could watch the finale with everyone else.
Yeah,
pretty good timing.
Yeah, it is pretty good timing. And kind of the same thing with Better Call Saul as well. Like I binged it. Like I binged all of the season 1 through 6, 6.1. And I was able to watch all the episodes, and that was a crazy ride. It's also one of the things too. I kind of feel bad for Breaking Bad, because like almost every part of that show is like a meme.
I was just about to say that.
Yes. So if people want to watch Breaking Bad, they're gonna get spoiled, because everything's just a meme to them.
Well, yeah, spoiled, or like I've seen a bunch of people say that they can't take it seriously.
Yeah,
I feel like none of the memes that really spoil anything. Like, you know that a certain character is gonna like feel a certain way about something. Like the one where Walt like falls down and it zooms in on him. You have no idea what the context of that is if you haven't seen it.
You have no idea what you have no idea the context, and like I said, it's ruined by the fact that like it's just a downtrodden moment.
Yeah, and the final shot of the show is literally a meme.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. So whenever I tell people, yo, watch Breaking Bad, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I've seen like a bunch of memes about it, and I'm like, skip past the memes and you'll be fine.
Or like the one where Aaron Paul is just acting his ass off. Like, he can't keep getting away with this, and I was just like the biggest meme.
And like I've also seen like seen like memes of like Todd and stuff like that, like Jesse Plemons, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, man, it's crazy, but so great pieces of fiction.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I finally finished Superman and Lois season 2.
Oh yeah, I still have yet to watch it. Like,
it's all on HBO Max now, luckily. So
I'm a peasant. I watch it on the CW app.
CW app.
Yeah,
with ads.
That was when like the episodes were like releasing like after the day premiered on like cable. And unfortunately, right now I don't have HBO Max, because like my grandparents cut off like their cable because they moved.
Well, they're doing like damage control shit right now, and they're doing some like crazy ass deals because of everything that's been going on.
Yeah, well,
so maybe you should
hop on. Yeah, hop on that. I'm hopping on that for sure.
But bro, season 2, I think it's better than season 1. I mean, I haven't seen season 1 since it first aired, but I remember most of it. And yeah, season 2, like at the end of season 1, I felt like it could have ended like 2 episodes earlier.
Yeah, I remember about that. The Taro stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the whole like Kryptonian like army type of stuff like that. I think it was pretty good for sure. And yeah, I agree that it could have ended a little sooner.
Yeah, and this one, ended, I felt like where it should have ended. I thought it was better paced. But the one part I thought might have been lacking in comparison to season 1 was the villain. But by the end, it was fine. I was like, is this really the villain? Is this what we're doing? Because as you know, because when we both stopped watching, like Bizarro was, a thing, and I was like, freaking Bizarro, that's incredible. But like the villain behind Bizarro, I just wasn't 100% sold on. But by the end, it was chill. Some of the visuals and like that show is crazy. I don't know how they do some of the stuff that they do on that show, but man, we also have some Superman and Lois news later on. But yeah, regardless, we have a great show for everyone this week. We're going to be talking about the best trilogies. Just in general, it was the best trilogies. But we also have the news of the week. Like I said, we're going to be talking about some Superman and Lois stuff. There's only a couple pieces of Marvel news, and again, some more updates to the Warner Brothers Discovery situation, because it seems to be never ending, and it's just a constant train of bad news. So let's get started with the Marvel news. Disney and Marvel have announced that they will be live streaming their game showcase on September 9th. So hopefully, I hear like Marvel Game Showcase, and my immediate thought is like shitty mobile games. Because it's like, there's no way they're going to show off like Spider-Man 2 there. But what I am hoping for is the game that Skyline New Media is working on with Amy Hennig, I believe, which no one really knows any of the details of. So I'm really hoping that we get some details on that, because that with Amy Hennig behind it, I have pretty high hopes for that, and people are really hoping that it's a Daredevil game.
Daredevil game would be sick.
I'd love a Daredevil game.
I know, that'd be amazing.
Just a black screen.
I knew you were gonna say some shit like that.
Actually, someone brought up, or maybe you sent it to me, I don't remember. It would be cool if like there was a Daredevil game that was VR and it was legitimately a black screen, and you had to like move around the surroundings and like tap on things, like make noise, and it does like the Echo Vision thing.
Yeah,
that'd be sick in virtual reality. But it couldn't be like a full game. It'd have to be just like a little experience or whatever. But that would be really sick. But next piece and last piece of Marvel news. There's only two pieces of Marvel news here. We are going to take a different approach to discussing the Disney Plus shows. We're going to do half and half. So She-Hulk is coming out now. We'll discuss like the first 5 and then the last 4 when those release. But I do want to talk about She-Hulk getting review bombed, because it's getting review bombed hard as hell right now, especially on IMDb, because people just love to be horrible.
Yeah, it's getting review bombed by 30-year-old men who are like ignorant as hell. And there's been a lot of like discourse surrounding the first episode, mainly due to the fact that, like, not trying to sound like a pick me or anything, but like, a lot of the men are like, they're pretty much invalidating Jennifer Walters' like views on like the world. And it kind of made me realize something. And like Shaw had Goofy on TikTok said something about it, how like this is like reminiscent of like when he covered Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how like predominantly like ignorant people are just invalidating others' experiences because they haven't gone through it.
Yeah, and it's like you read some of the on IMDb, it's like especially obvious, because like the 1-star reviews and there were some people like, the discourse surrounding it was like, well, maybe the show's just not that good. Bro, the show's not out yet. Like the first episode hadn't even dropped by that point, but it's like, god damn. But like when you go on something like Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 62% audience score, which again doesn't make sense. There's only one episode, and if you're out there reviewing the entire show based on the first episode, you're fucking delusional. But like but it's like, some people might be, oh, well, maybe they just didn't like it. But then you go to the reviews, and like all of like the bad reviews are like, the feminist agenda is being shoved down our throats. Marvel needs to stop with their wokeness and stuff like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like,
yeah, man. It's like one of those things where it's like not everything is an agenda. And I told like Peyton about this like off the air, is that like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and all these like, you know, critic sites need to start like having verified accounts. Like only verified accounts should start like speaking their opinion on like shows that like haven't released yet, or like if they can get like the scoop on stuff like that. And like just have like just more authentication, because frankly, if I'm able to make an account and just like have a 1-star review like posted and like just ruin things for everybody, it's not good.
I also feel like if it's a series, you shouldn't be able to review the show until the entire series is out.
Yeah, that too. That too.
But yeah, there should actually absolutely be some sort of verification system. Although even then, people will still like get verified and then shit on it for no reason. But it would deter quite a few people.
Yeah,
but yeah, some of the discourse around that first episode, even besides because it's like we said, it's mostly like it's feminist woke garbage shit. But then on the other side, there's also a weird sect of like feminists and shit that are just like against it for no reason. Like the show can't win. But
we really can't.
Not to get into it, since we're gonna talk about it halfway through, but we liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid.
But yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of the series. But yeah, don't be an asshole. Basically, I feel like that's the moral of the story for a lot of the news stories that are out. Just don't be an asshole. But yeah, moving on to the DC news. Nexstar has officially acquired 75% of the CW and planned to shift the network to better suit their demographic, which is apparently 58-year-olds.
Yeah, I saw that. That's wild.
So Superman and Lois may be in danger. It was renewed for season 3 back in March, and it looks like filming is going to begin soon, but things may change now, whether it seems like they're not opposed to just canceling things for no reason. So like it could get canceled before production starts, or maybe it doesn't get renewed for a season 4. It could always move to like an HBO Max or an HBO original, but David Zaslav seems to be against those. So I'm hoping for the best for Superman and Lois, because it's damn good.
Yeah, freaking 58-year-olds are gonna bring back a reboot of the Golden Girls.
Yeah, it's crazy. Once Flash ends, literally the only thing that'll be left standing is Superman and Lois, if it survives.
Man, this shit's crazy.
But speaking of Superman and Lois, Jordan Elsass has left Superman and Lois after 2 seasons, seemingly due to personal and mental health reasons, and the role of Jonathan Kent will be recast. So that's unfortunate. He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I actually saw him at a convention. Pretty cool. Bro had a beard and everything.
Oh.
And it's crazy because like he's my height. Like, it's insane.
Really?
Yeah, he's my height.
Huh.
5'9".
It's gonna be really jarring, I think, just seeing a different, because it's not like there's gonna be any explanation. At least I don't think there will be. It's just gonna be a different actor, and it's just gonna be like, whoa, what happened? Also, Iron Man 2 shit.
It's gonna be crazy. He'll be missed though.
He will. I hope he gets better.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope to see him in more acting roles in the future.
But next piece of DC news, Warner Brothers Discovery are removing a laundry list of HBO Max originals. Not even just HBO Max originals, just shows, like including Infinity Train, Close Enough, and Aquaman, King of Atlantis. And also apparently HBO Max is apparently has no plans to renew Young Justice. So
that's sad.
Yeah, and there seems to be a level of pettiness coming from Warner Brothers Discovery, because they've deleted every mention, or at least almost every mention, of Infinity Train from Cartoon Network's Twitter, removed the soundtrack from streaming services, removed all Infinity Train related videos from YouTube, including the original pilot. Basically anything that could have given the creators any form of residuals is gone, leading credence to the speculation that these removals are being used for tax write-offs. So, and if that's the case, these shows will literally never see the light of day again on any other streaming services or anything like that. Speaking of which, I bought the first 2 seasons of Infinity Train on DVD. Unfortunately, seasons 3 and 4 are not on DVD, so I couldn't get those. But they're like going for hundreds of dollars on eBay now because of this.
Oh my God.
This is, and again, like I was alluding to earlier, it's not just HBO Max originals, because they removed Uncle Grandpa, OKKO. Like they're just removing a bunch of shit for no reason. Well, not for no reason. They're doing it for tax write-offs, but it's like, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand, man.
It's because they need to apparently find like $3 billion in savings, and they're just trying to get every little savings they can by not having to pay the creators anything. And there's some shows that, like, we're supposed to have like a season release like this year, and now it's just never going to come out. A bunch of these animators and creators are on Twitter being like, I literally spent years and years of my life into this. I did this show for my kids, and now it's never going to see the light of day. And you have other show creators and animators like Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, essentially like encouraging people to go pirate it, which I think is legendary, but also sad and should be unnecessary. But yeah, there's a bunch of them like, yeah, well, there's literally no other way to get this stuff unless you pirate it. So truly an unfortunate situation, a really shitty situation.
It's not gonna be unfortunate if I pirate it, you know. For real.
That should be an option. I should just be able to watch the shit. But
right. Sad for real.
Indeed. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully the bad news ends there for that situation. But let's be honest, it's not, because they have to find $3 billion in savings. I'm dreading for what they cancel next. Anyway, now it's time for Ezra Miller updates. Ezra Miller has apologized, saying, quote, "To everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior, having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment."
Glad he's getting help, but I don't
accept
his apology.
Is he getting help? I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure. Like, remember last week we were talking about how Warner Brothers was going to had like 3 options, and one was having Ezra Miller not be doing press at all. One of them was scrapping the film, but the other one was having him go on an apology tour and still having him do press. I think that's exactly what this is.
Oh,
so I literally think this is Warner Brothers being like, "Hey, apologize." I don't believe this apology for a second, because it's like, I'm going through something and I'm getting help. Okay, what about like the kid you kidnapped? What about the family you're housing? You know, not very specific in this apology.
Yeah, it's my family.
Oh no, are they okay? I mean, I guess you wouldn't know, would you?
No, I'm insensitive for you to ask.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, it's not a joke.
Oh. Well, at least Ezra Miller apologized. He said, "Sorry for taking your family. I mean, I still have them and you won't get them back, but, you know, my bad."
My fault. It was a complex mental health issue.
Oh, understandable then.
Oh my God.
But, yeah, I mean, I still hope they get help, but Jesus. This is one of the most disingenuous apologies I've ever read. But, yeah. That's the news of the week.
Nice.
Which means it is time to move on to our topic, which is the best trilogies. So, you know, trilogies. Go on.
Trilogies. For mine, for right now, until the fourth one comes out, it is one of them is John Wick.
Yeah, I got that.
John Wick is, oh my god, my voice. It was
John Wick.
But yeah, John Wick is amazing. Great storytelling, action, cinematography, and just overall great direction from this movie. I can't speak right now.
Just open your mouth.
What?
Just vibrate your vocal cords.
Can't do this.
Sorry. Oh well. But yeah, the John Wick trilogy it's damn good. If I'm 100% honest, I was slightly disappointed with the third one.
What?
I was. Yeah. Because he was like excommunicado or whatever, and I felt like that was going to be like a bigger deal than it actually was. But
it is.
It was still good. Don't get me wrong. I just wanted a little, or was expecting a little bit more than, what it came to be.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. But yeah, Keanu Reeves just doing his thing, being a god. Yeah, I mean, the action incredible as always. The story surprise, like when John Wick initially comes out, it's like Keanu Reeves in this action, heavy action movie. It's just like, what is this? I don't. And then blew everyone out of the water. And now there's a fourth one and a fifth one coming out, and there's gonna be 2 spin-off shows and shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
We're supposed to get it. We're supposed to get it 2021.
Yeah, we were. It was gonna come out the same day as The Matrix.
Yeah, two Keanu Reeves movies coming at the same time.
Crazy. Yeah, the John Wick trilogy is really good. But yeah, so one of my trilogies is the Men in Black trilogy.
Wow, I didn't even think about that one, because Men in Black is pretty bad to me.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Well,
I don't think I've seen the third one though.
The third one is Will Smith goes back in time to meet a young Tommy Lee Jones, played by Josh Brolin, who does a phenomenal job playing a young Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay. I remember that. I remember that now.
Yeah, Luke Cage is in it for a bit. Regardless, I mean, these movies are like my childhood completely. Like, I know the third one is not considered very good, or even the second one is not, beloved. The first one is the best one, but I love them. I think they're so good. I actually really like the third one too. Like I said, Josh Brolin plays a phenomenal young Tommy Lee Jones. He did too good of a job to the point where, like, as a kid, I was like, damn, that's some good makeup on Tommy Lee Jones. But it's good stuff. Michael Jackson was in the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember these movies at all, because it's one of those movies that, how as a kid you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with something on the TV.
Yeah.
That's what the Men in Black movies are to me.
I always watched them on road trips and shit.
That's crazy. But I'm just, man, I'm gonna have to watch all the Men in Black movies.
You should. I need to rewatch the Men in Black movies
after I watch Zodiac.
Yes, definitely after Zodiac.
But my next one on my list. What is the next one on my list? Oh, it's the original trilogy from Star Wars. Obviously.
I should specify this isn't in any particular order, by the way. This is just.
Yeah, this is just we're
just going through trilogies.
Yeah, we're not ranking them or anything, because we're not nerds.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the original trilogy from Star Wars. As I've said this before, and I'll say it again, Empire Strikes Back is the best sequel of all time. Has the best plot twist of all time. A New Hope is great. Return of the Jedi it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's all I can say about it. But honestly, these movies were my childhood, as well as Men in Black DCEU. My grandma had all of them on VHS. And they had New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi on VHS. I want to see how much they're worth. They're probably not worth as much, but still, like, she was amazing.
Yeah, the original trilogy is, I mean, it's iconic. What can you say? Iconic. It's still our most, I mean, it is. It's the best Star Wars trilogy. A New Hope, you know, the amount of world building in that first movie is insane. It's like, it's like, it reminds me, the only thing I can feel I can compare it to is Better Call Saul, actually. How in the first episode that Saul shows up in, he's talking about Ignacio and Lalo and shit, and they built an entire show off that little thing, and how in A New Hope, like, they mention like the Clone Wars and shit like that, and it's like the amount of building that they did, and as much as people like to think so, George Lucas didn't know what the fuck that was. he was like, yes, the Clone Wars, yes, with Anakin and Obi-Wan and you know, Jango Fett. Like, he had no idea. But like, to just have that name in there and be like, let's do something with this, and building the entire prequels, and, you know, having a bunch of spin-off shows and shit like that, and all because of all that world building in that first movie is incredible. And, you know, like you said, Empire, probably one of the best sequels, if not the best sequel of all time. Incredible plot twist. Wish I didn't know it before I watched it. And Return of the Jedi is pretty damn solid if they made the stuff on Endor a bit snappier. Because, like, the whole stuff with Luke and Vader and Emperor is fucking, that's peak shit right there. But yeah, the original trilogy is incredible. But let's keep it going with Star Wars, the prequel trilogy.
The prequels?
Yeah, the prequels, I mean, not good. But childhood, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, these are definitely the movies that's just like, yeah, they're bad, but it's like, because we grew up with them, we can still like enjoy them just for what they are.
Yeah.
And of course, memes.
Yeah, memes for sure. I can't. I remember every time I watch Revenge of the Sith, it's insane because, like, after school, I would go to my grandparents' house, and I would just put on like Revenge of the Sith, and I just memorized a lot of the lines and a lot of the action choreography, because, you know, Revenge of the Sith has it has the longest sword fighting action scene in film history. 12 minutes of just lightsaber fights. Well, yeah, that's amazing. Too long?
It's too long.
Too little, bro. Too little for me.
Should have made it more interesting. But yeah, no, but yeah, Revenge of the Sith is also like, it's like the one Star Wars movie we had on DVD.
Right.
So I watched that on repeat, loving every second of it every single time. Never got old, because I mean,
seriously,
you can't go wrong with Revenge of the Sith. I mean, every time
you really can't.
Execute Order 66 and just watching everyone just get fucking dead crazy. Like, my little, like, fucking whatever 5, 6, 7-year-old brain just fucking like, holy shit, every single time it happens.
And like, it's one of those things where it's like, I've seen it so much that like it can act as a standalone for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, like Obi-Wan and like Anakin, like I of course they already knew it because like I've seen like Attack of the Clones were in like Phantom Menace, but like even just like that little story alone, it's like, damn, like that shit's crazy. But yeah, it's amazing. Peak childhood right there.
Absolutely. Speaking of peak childhood, the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah, I have that one too.
I mean, it's classic. Like Revenge of the Sith, I had Spider-Man 1 on DVD. I think we had Spider-Man 2 as well, but I think we mostly watched Spider-Man 1 just on repeat, just like Revenge of the Sith. If it's like, maybe I'm not in a Star Wars mood and I want to see some Spider-Man, throw on the first one every single time. But yeah, I mean, again, just childhood, except these except the third one, are actually good.
Yeah, but the first and second one are fucking amazing. Like they're peak. Third one is good, but like the storytelling is just bad. But
Shouldn't have
still,
rewatched it.
still very enjoyable.
We just had to do this podcast.
We
if we didn't do this podcast, I wouldn't have rewatched 3 and I wouldn't have turned on it. I would have been the one being like, actually, 3 is pretty underrated and it has some fun moments. And now I'm just like against 3 just completely.
Yeah, I hate when people call 3 underrated. I'm like, stop calling bad things underrated. Like, shut up. Shit is bad for a reason.
It's so bad.
Like I sound like a pretentious prick, but like the movie is like it's enjoyable for sure, but it's very bad. So, but yeah, definitely the Raimi trilogy, peak childhood as well.
Well, like you said for Revenge of the Sith, I'd memorized every single line from that first movie.
Definitely. I memorized like I can literally. I have snapshots of in my brain about the first like Spider-Man movie,
especially Goblin. His lines are just so memorable. Goblin.
It's for sure, most definitely. Like it's
after everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
I was gonna do a Green Goblin monologue for my class. I was gonna do like a scene recreation of like Spider-Man like on the roof, but I didn't do it. Because I was gonna go all out. I was actually gonna buy like the costume for it too, but they don't for some reason they don't make like the actual Green Goblin costume. Like it's weird.
Fucking Willem Dafoe's delivery in the final battle when he's like, I'm gonna finish her nice and slow. Like Jesus. MJ and I. We're gonna have a hell of a time.
Like, also one of the things too, like when I was a kid and I didn't notice like until like I got older, like you see like his mouth like through the costume, and so like that made it so much more better to me. Like when he was delivering his line, I was like, oh my god.
And sometimes you can tell they're 80 yard because his mouth doesn't move.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, sometimes. I don't care. It's so amazing seeing him on screen.
Impressive.
God, iconic.
Back to formula.
He just throws that guy, bro. Kills him. Oh man. He has a fucking dope ass house too, man.
Too bad someone was living there already in No Way Home. You hate to see it,
right? What if it was Reed Richards? Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry. That'd be cool though. That would have been dope. The next trilogy on my list is the Captain America MCU trilogy.
Of course.
Very, very consistent. Definitely the most consistent in the MCU. For sure. And it's arguably a trilogy where like each movie got better and better.
Yeah.
But
which is very rare.
It is very rare. Because Captain America, I'm not gonna lie, I used to sleep on Captain America 1 until you told me to like rewatch it, and like I love that movie.
That because I was also sleeping on it.
Like I was like, man, like I was like Captain America 1, like I don't know, man. And then I rewatched it, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
It's so good.
And then because has a lot of heart. Great origin story. Definitely besides Iron Man, it was one of the best origin stories before Shang-Chi came out, of course. And then Winter Soldier, like that's peak right there. That's fucking peak.
Overrated, but peak.
Shut up. Underrated. I'm kidding. No, it's not underrated. It's properly rated for me. But yeah, that is peak right there. And then Civil War, peak again, ×2.
Are those wings carbon fiber?
Yeah, when Spider-Man showed up, that broke the internet. But that was cool. And then oh my god.
Also a movie I've seen a million times.
Yeah, I
can quote endlessly.
Yeah, I'll just be like chilling, playing games or like making food. I just see you like send me a text saying, "I'm gonna rewatch Civil War." I'm like, bro, again. It's your 4th time this week.
It's just that good. It's just that good.
Right. You're right.
The way my heart and my stomach sunk when Tony was being shown the video of Winter Soldier killing his parents.
Oh, dude, I remember watching that in theaters, bro. And, like the audience reaction was just insane.
I think my
Like I was like,
audience reaction, I think it was just silence. Like everyone was just like, Jesus Christ.
like it was just insane. Like seeing that for the first time too, like on the big screen. And I was so hyped because like not only do we see Spider-Man, but it's also like uh yeah, like Iron Man and Captain America going at it. I think wait, no, I didn't. I'm stupid for that. I did not buy the Civil War comic. I didn't buy it because I was trying to buy the whole entire thing.
I don't have
I
like
really
the
did.
entire set. I just have like the main book.
Yeah, I want to get like the entire set. That's why I
Yeah.
hold off on it. But man, that's so good. Civil War 2 is even it's horrible. Well, it's not horrible, but Captain Marvel is just bad in that comic. But yeah,
The Winter Soldier is
I
overrated.
Winter Soldier is overrated. I think it's properly rated, bro.
It's an
Peak.
incredible film. It's top
Top five. It's top five.
It's
Don't strain yourself. Don't strain yourself.
it's top 8. I have to look at my list again.
Stop straining yourself.
It's up there. I just don't think it's like the fucking masterpiece that everyone thinks it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's a masterpiece, but it's definitely pretty peak.
People are like, it's the best MCU movie. It's the best Marvel. I'm like, is it though? Is it? It's good. It's very good. Oh, it's that good.
People literally forget that Infinity War came out, but still, it's great. But yes, Captain America trilogy, consistent and incredible.
Incredibly consistent. Because yeah, I feel like the general trajectory of trilogies is the first one's pretty good or very good, and then the second one's fucking incredible, and then the third one is fucking trash.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sure.
Captain America just breaking that mold. Like keeping it in the MCU family, I mean, we might as well talk about the Iron Man trilogy.
I did have that, but I was also hesitant to put that one because Iron Man 2 fucking sucks.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Fun because of the suit up scene.
Because of the suit up scene, Justin Hammer is a delight. The courtroom scene at the beginning is really good.
Justin Hammer is horrible. Not even a good
Dare
antagonist.
you?
Not a good antagonist.
Justin Hammer is awesome.
He's not awesome.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Stop.
Yes, he is.
Stop.
Yes, he is.
What's happening to me?
Yes, he is.
I love Justin Hammer. No, he's okay. I just don't remember much about him.
He's the first gay character in the MCU.
Really?
Yep. At
Really?
least to my knowledge, yeah.
Wow, everyone was saying it was Valkyrie.
Nah. People clearly haven't seen the All Hail the King short.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, definitely. I did not see it. Isn't the one where, yeah, Trevor Kingsley shows up, right? Ben Kingsley shows up in that one?
Yes.
Yes. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Trevor Slattery. Great addition.
Iron Man 3, incredibly underrated.
Incredibly underrated. Amazing.
It's so good.
And that poster's fire too. Makes it even better. The poster where he's like falling down in the sky,
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
And of course, the first one, I mean, you can't go wrong with the first one.
You really can't.
Just
Have you watched-
remember how much of a big deal it was? Just the fact that he revealed his identity. It's like, wait. Because that's like never been done before.
Yeah.
And now it's like the main thing in the MCU. Like no one has a secret identity.
I mean, that's how it works in the comics too.
Yeah.
I rewatched it like a month ago because it had the internet problems, and when I have it on DVD, the freaking like the screen, like the title screen is amazing.
Yes, I miss those so much.
It's amazing, bro.
They're all boring
Like,
now.
I know, right? They're all fucking dry, but like whenever I loaded it up on my Xbox, and I was like, wait a minute, like holy shit, like it's in freaking Tony's lab, and you see the suit like opening up and like turning. It's just, oh my god, that was amazing.
They were so good. I miss them so much.
I also remember the title like screen for Spider-Man 2 has like all like the webs and like it's all red and everything. Oh
Yeah.
incredible, man. Bring back title screens, bro.
They really should. I feel like there was kind of a cool one on the regular like Blu-ray for Homecoming, I think, but I also could just be misremembering.
I mean, you have it on Blu-ray.
I do, so I could test it out.
Yeah, load it up later on. But yeah, Iron Man, great.
I think the only place where Iron Man 3 falters is, what's his name?
Hartley?
No, that part.
Mandarin?
Yeah, but not the Mandarin white guy, man. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Extremist guy.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is the actor, but I can't think of this. I can't think of this character's name.
It's gonna literally, like, I'm gonna be so mad that his name is like that.
We're gonna be 4 trilogies down, and we're gonna be like,
Aldrich Killian.
Yes,
that's his name.
Aldrich Killian. That's right.
Yes, that was he was very, like,
I warmed up to it since, especially because of Shang-Chi. I think that retroactively made that better.
But still, like, I still wanted to see more of Extremists.
Same.
And like I feel like I just, like, there's also, like, one thing of, like, you know, oh yeah, MC throws away its villains. It's fair. But also, like, sometimes they throw away their concepts. Imagine seeing Extremists in, like, Civil War or some shit. Extremists in, like, other movies. That'd been fucking sick.
If Pepper still had Extremists?
Yeah, Pepper. Yeah, well, yeah. What if Pepper still had Extremists? Like, great what if concept. But, like, we don't see Pepper that much anymore because, like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't think Gwyneth Paltrow really cares to do it.
I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. They can just, transfer it over to me. Like,
true. You're the new Pepper.
What? What Pepper?
You're the new Pepper?
No, I don't want to be the new Pepper. I just want Extremist. I'll take it from her. I mean, I could be Pepper and kiss, like, Tony Stark, maybe, but I don't know.
Shit, I'll do it. But, like, the thing that I do like about Killian is that, like, and the Mandarin in that movie, like, I'm not bothered by, like, oh, he's an actor the entire time. Number one, because I wasn't really familiar with the comics, so I had nothing to really be mad about. but also because he's obviously, Killian is behind everything, so he uses a very obvious terrorist-looking guy to scare America because it's very stereotypical. And the real villain is the white man. I love that.
I see what you did there. Yes, I see what you did there. You're the one behind this.
I am the one behind it.
You're the one who knocks.
Yeah, I am the danger.
But yeah, I really do think they kind of underutilized Killian a little bit. Yeah. I could be wrong because I haven't seen Iron Man 3 in years. Well, not years.
No, they did.
I haven't seen it in a couple of years. Yeah, but still, I think Iron Man 3 is great. It's definitely a lot of movies people have turned their, like, in hindsight, people have turned around back on. It's amazing.
We got to see Happy with his Pulp Fiction look.
Facts. At first I did not like Iron Man 3 because I was watching it. I guess I wasn't really fully, like, paying attention to it, and I did. Then again, I watched it on in a different way. Yeah. So then when I watched it on Disney Plus, I was like, okay, wow, this is fucking amazing. Damn near peak.
I usually watch it every Christmas because it's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. Just like Die Hard.
Yeah.
Never seen Die Hard.
And I watch Spider-Man 1 every Thanksgiving.
It is a Thanksgiving movie.
It is a Thanksgiving movie. Yeah. Well, that was mine. What's yours?
Oh, for the next one?
Yeah.
Next trilogy? Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I was going to put that on here, but I don't remember it enough to...
Childhood pause. That's one of my favorite Lord of the Rings moments. Not movies. I was gonna watch a Hobbit, and I decided to skip out on it. Like, I was like, nah, not right now.
Everyone hates the Hobbit. I don't mind them.
All I remember is
they're not as good. Don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't think they're as bad as everyone says it is.
I just remember Benedict Cumberbatch's Smaug.
Yeah, and him crawling around on the floor with a mocap suit.
Crazy. But yeah, Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like, I do want to rewatch the Lord of the Rings. I just don't know what they're on. I don't remember having them on DVD.
Yeah, I don't know what they're on, and you have to watch, like, the extended editions, and they're all, like, 20 hours long each. I think they're on HBO Max.
You know what? Let me see. Lord of the Rings.
But But yeah, the extended edition is the one
Yes,
that.
they're on HBO Max.
But are the extended editions?
No,
Wow.
you don't need the extended edition for the Return of the King, because that's 3 hours and 30 minutes.
No, you definitely need the extended edition.
Why you need the extended edition
Oh
for?
yeah, here it is. Extended edition, extended edition, extended edition.
The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is 3 hours.
Which one did you say you don't need a?
The Return of the King. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes long.
Jesus,
that's on YouTube. Oh, actually, no, that's on HBO Max.
Return of the King is holy shit. The extended edition is 4.5 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
3 hours and 48 minutes, and Two Towers is 4 hours. Good lord.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't remember watching the extended editions though. I did remember watching the standard cut of it.
Same.
But if I'm gonna binge, oh boy, I could binge this.
That's like
I could do this.
That's like I have a day off and I'm literally doing nothing the entire day. But even that, whew.
Yeah, you know what? Let me get my HBO Max back. Let me ask my mom for it so I can get it back. Yeah, I could do this. I want to read the books too, by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Imagine reading. Couldn't be me.
Imagine reading. I mean, Bucky had it, and it came out in 1937.
That was The Hobbit.
It wasn't The Hobbit. It was Lord of the Rings.
No, it was The Hobbit.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Lord of the Rings.
No, it was The Hobbit.
Oh my god. You're right. Damn. Why is this like in like Latin? So weird. Or it's like Italian. Can't I looked it up on my computer and it's like weird. What is this language?
Is that like the placeholder gibberish language?
I don't know what it is. Dang. But yeah, Lord of the Rings trilogies, it's great. And that's like, I've seen people like Lord of the Rings, right? But like I never really delved into the community. Like I've never really seen people like, I haven't really talked to people about Lord of the Rings.
You know what it is about Lord of the Rings for me? The Lord of the Rings, I've seen all of them, at least the theatrical versions, and they like completely drained my care for fantasy stuff. So like I don't care about Harry Potter. Game of Thrones I couldn't give a shit about. Like there's a bunch of fantasy stuff that I don't care because it's like Lord of the Rings exists.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not that visual. I'm not that big of a fan of Lord of the Rings as I compare to Harry Potter, but Harry Potter is good. And I agree with you with Game of Thrones. I agree with you with Game of Thrones. I could care less about that shit. Not in the mood to see like what's her name?
Emilia Clarke.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood of seeing her getting like
railed by Jason Momoa.
Yeah, and like I'm just not in the mood for seeing that. Isn't that like her cousin too or something?
No.
Doesn't like
there's a bunch of incest, but I don't think that's one of them.
Yeah. There's like some incest in there. I don't know. I
don't think her and Jason Momoa are cousins now. But I also shouldn't say anything because I have no idea. But just to the knowledge I have, I don't think they are.
Well, I wouldn't know either because I'm not watching it.
Neither am I. Especially everyone hates it now.
They just hate the final season.
Yeah.
Because it was rushed.
But see, I was going to put like Indiana Jones on here, but I haven't seen them in literally since I was like 10 or something. So it's like, I don't know. So I'm going to instead do the Unbreakable trilogy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think to put that one on
there.
Yes. Yeah.
Solid.
Right.
I wish Glass was better.
I liked Glass. It was fine.
It wasn't bad. Like I forgot what the Rotten Tomato score on it. It's pretty low last time at least I think it is, but like I don't think it's that bad, but it's not. I wish it was better.
I saw Glass and AVX with my mom because
who has a 36%. Yeah, I don't think it's a 36%. I'd give it like a 5.5 to a 6.
It's on Hulu. Well, actually, no. If it's on Hulu, then it's gonna be on HBO Max. I think. I remember watching Split in theaters. Oh my fucking god, that was intense.
Split was so good.
It's intense, man. It's intense.
I know
Especially
people have an issue with the representation of DID, but I mean, it's still a good movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then Unbreakable is a classic.
Of course. Split is not on HBO Max.
Yeah, Split.
I have Split on Blu-ray, luckily.
I think I'm gonna look up some audience reactions for Split after this.
Audience reactions.
Man, I remember my audience, bro. That like they were screaming, bro. They were like terrified. I mean, rightfully so. It's James McAvoy going completely nuts and berserk.
Angelica just be terrified of James McAvoy.
I know, man. She can't even watch First Class because of that, man. Oh man, it's insane. But yes,
Glass doesn't seem to be on anything.
And Glass is on Hulu.
It's not though.
It is.
It's not.
You checked on Hulu?
Yeah.
What?
Google always says like premium subscription, but what that means is you have to have like
you have to like
the top tier Hulu, and because Hulu has live TV, and technically it's on live TV, so technically it's on Hulu.
Yeah, sucks. Sucks. Sorry. My next one. What is my next one? Oh, look. Actually, take that. Let me do research first. Did Michael Bay do this one? Damn it. Well, I thought Michael Bay didn't do the last two Transformers movies, but he did. So I can't use this. But at the time of my thinking,
you just say the original Transformers trilogy.
Yeah, the original Transformers trilogy with Michael Bay. Look, those movies aren't considered like masterpieces, but they are peak in terms of my childhood and the community, because who doesn't love Transformers?
Yeah, crazy how he made like 5, 6 of those movies, and Bumblebee is just significantly better than all of them.
Right? Well, let me calm down, because it's not better than the first one.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, well, first one is great, though. That's the only one of the Michael Bay ones that I like.
I haven't seen Bumblebee, so
Bumblebee's so good.
I wanted like
it's got Haley Steinfeld in it.
It has Haley Steinfeld. Oh my god, is it on Hulu?
I feel like it is probably on HBO Max, if anything.
It has John Cena in it, Invisible Man.
Yep.
My god, I was gonna be walking around with the freaking invisible screen, bro. Crazy. This came out in 2018.
It's not on HBO Max. I lied.
It's on Paramount Plus. Garbage.
Paramount Plus.
Garbage. It has Dylan O'Brien in it. Dylan O'Brien is Bumblebee?
Yes.
What? Well, actually, it makes a lot of sense. So.
Well, I mean, it's only in the beginning because they do the whole radio voice thing.
Yeah, but you want to know what I'm excited for?
I'm excited on Blu-ray.
I'm excited for Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Yeah,
because the director Stephen Caple Jr. was also a writer on Creed.
Oh.
So I'm excited for that one. And
Bumblebee is a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. People love that movie. They love Bumblebee, bro. And I'm gonna have to watch that soon too.
Gotta make a list.
Really. But man, like, because I remember they come up with Bumblebee, and like for me, like I was at a point of Transformers where like, you know, like they're kind of getting horrible now. Like Last Night was okay.
Yeah, I didn't see the last two because I was out.
Well,
or maybe
Night,
just the last one.
The Last Night was okay. Like I think like the fourth one with Mark Wahlberg was good. And this one's okay because they go to London and like there's this whole like.
How many did they make with Wahlberg?
Made 2.
Okay, then I definitely saw the first one with Wahlberg and not the second one.
It was the one that he was in first.
Age of Extinction. Yeah, I saw that one, and I didn't see Last Night.
That one was okay. I mean that was solid. And then the Last Night was like, wow, okay. Because like they go to London and there's a whole medieval thing and like blah 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 blah, like whatever. I don't care. And yeah, and then Optimus Prime turns evil, blah 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 blah, whatever, horrible. And then and then they're like, yeah, we're releasing Bumblebee, and I'm like, Bumblebee, like it's a soft reboot, and I'm like, I wasn't sure about it, and then it comes out, and everyone loves it.
I was excited specifically for that reason. It's not directed by Michael Bay, has nothing to do with fucking Shia LaBeouf or Mark Wahlberg. It has infinitely better designs instead of that over-designed garbage in the Michael Bay movies. I was like, I am on board with this. Finally.
Yeah, so, yeah, because, like, also, like, that's the one thing I'm excited for about Rise of the Beast, is that they're going back to the 90s and, like, the older, like, look of the Transformers, which looks fucking amazing. Like, it's mind-blowing how good they made that look. It's so good. So now I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out Bumblebee like soon.
Probably tonight. Add it to the list. Definitely. Zodiac, then Men in Black, then Bumblebee.
I got a bunch of movies to watch, man.
Yeah. Well, let's get it out of the way. The Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way. Batman Begins, amazing introduction, and
best
better
one.
Gotham, better Gotham than the Dark Knight. Dark Knight, properly rated. Like I watched it twice. It is properly rated for me now. Instead of being overrated, it's properly rated for me.
No, it's overrated.
I'm very neutral about the Dark Knight. I don't like love it as much as people do, but I definitely don't hate it.
It's like, for me, it's like The Winter Soldier ×2, because like it's a very good movie. Because as much as we like to kind of like jokingly shit on it, it's a very good movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But just like people act like it's the fucking best thing since sliced bread. Like,
yeah, definitely. One of my favorite scenes is like the Joker with the pencil trick. I love that scene. Like he just slams that guy's fucking face and goddamn table.
It's gone.
Let's not blow things out of proportion.
And he pulls the strings. Yeah, Ledger carries it.
Ledger is amazing. But yeah, and then Dark Knight Rises. Now the one thing is, like, I was still pretty young, right, when all this came out, and
Rises came out in 2012.
2012. Yeah,
I was in Avengers mode at that time.
Yeah, I was in Avengers mode too. But the thing is, like, when they were bringing in Bane, I was like, oh my god, they're bringing in Bane. I was like a kid, I didn't know there was much discourse about Bane until I grew up, and people do not like Tom Hardy's Bane.
Oh yes,
because he's white.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
And yeah, he's not like a luchador Bane. He's like just like military tactic Bane. But I mean, I think it's so fine. It's
it definitely fits Nolan's universe.
Nolan's verse, yeah.
But yeah, probably. I love Tom Hardy, but yeah. But also, it's like the voice. Not the actual voice itself. That itself, I think, is fine. But have you seen the original version?
I think so.
The original version, it's like they went back and 80-yard all of his lines because people couldn't understand him. Because instead of like, oh, you merely adopted the dog, it was more like, you can. Then people couldn't hear. So they 80-yard all his lines, which made it clearer, but the bad part about it is it sounds way too clear. Like it sounds like he's like talking into a microphone, like on a podcast or some shit. It's very jarring. People are like screaming on a plane, "We need to jump off this plane!" And then Bane's just like, "Oh yes, we're gonna jump off this plane." Yeah, just very crisp and clear. Like,
bro, I got that built-in audio technica. Oh man, but still. I think I enjoy I definitely enjoy the Nolan trilogy, Dark Knight trilogy.
Batman Begins is so good.
It is good. Great Batman Year One story.
I remember the first time when I saw the Nightmare Batman. I was like,
yeah.
holy shit, that looks so cool.
Yeah. I got nightmares because of that, bro.
It's just
And
Christian
like,
Bale.
he's gonna kidnap me.
Why isn't it possible, you stupid bastard?
But yeah, and like we talked about it before on how like Batman Begins is like a movie that's like way ahead of its time for it being released in 2005.
Yeah, great. Like, it literally looks like a modern movie, and it came out in 2005.
That's what happens when you work with Nolan.
Yeah.
Hell, he even built time loops for Tenet. He's really that good at his job. Can't wait for Oppenheimer too.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for that. Because, like, Tenet, I didn't know was, like... I mean, I thought I liked Tenet, but, like, I wasn't like... Well, man, I gotta go see Tenet, you know what I mean? But, like, Oppenheimer, I'm pretty excited. I don't know why.
Yeah, there was a sneak peek of Oppenheimer before Nope.
Really?
Like, when the lights turn like black, there's like a short 20-second snippet of Oppenheimer.
Oh.
And it's like a clock going down. Like it was really cool.
Oh, you know what? I saw that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I think it got posted online. Regardless, excited.
I'm excited too. It's another biopic.
But the question is there going to be any Nolanisms in it? Is there going to be any like weird time fucking messing with time or like, you know, indirect fucking backward storytelling or something?
Well, there is, because you know what else Oppenheimer did? He was the first one to actually work with Nikola Tesla for the time machine. I'm just fucking with you.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't learn this in history class. Like,
oh yeah, you wouldn't have learned it anyway because they're not going to teach it to you.
Oh,
Motherfuckers don't teach you about real history.
It's true.
It's all whitewashed.
Yeah.
I mean, let me stop talking before we get freaking podcast banned for being too woke. Oh yeah, that was yours, right? Oh yeah,
yes,
actually,
it was.
I had the Dark Knight trilogy as well. I had the Raimi trilogy as well. Also, I love it. I love it. You want to know why? I love the Cornetto trilogy. Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
Shaun of the Dead. World's End.
I've only seen Hot Fuzz. I need to see Shaun of the Dead and the other one. I just haven't seen. I want to see it.
Shaun of the Dead is on Prime, and I don't know where the World's End is. I think it's on Prime too. Let me see. Or at World's End. Yeah. Okay. The World's End. Okay. I was right the first time. HBO Max. Well, that's thing was Hot Fuzz too. Hot Fuzz is on HBO Max too.
Can't wait till it gets removed.
Shut up. Hater. But yeah, man, Shaun of the Dead. Crazy. Great action too. Some great action sequences in there. Yeah, the World's End is pretty good. I'm gonna rewatch it. But man, it's crazy how much I love Edgar Wright. It's crazy.
But scarred me as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
The whole people in hoods. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It freaked me out.
No, that was crazy. Great twist though. I remember seeing Hot Fuzz for the first time, and the Edgar Wright isms, the whole like flashy cuts, and like the abnormalness of his storytelling and direction. I love that so much. I think one scene in Hot Fuzz scared me. Oh yeah, it was like of course you thought that Nick Frost's character died, but of course he didn't. Great, I loved it. But man, I love Edgar Wright so much. He's one of my favorite directors.
I can't say anything about it. I haven't seen it.
But you can talk about Edgar Wright though.
Yeah, I mean Edgar Wright's great.
Scott
Scott Pilgrim, yeah.
Freaking Last Night in Soho, Baby Driver.
The little Edgar Wrightisms that you can see were left over in Ant-Man.
Yeah, I really want him to direct another Marvel movie.
Fantastic Four.
Save that for Peyton Reed. I want to see what he brings to the table.
Fantastic Four 2.
Fantastic Four, 17, Secret Wars.
Oh, Edgar Wright directing Secret Wars. Holy shit.
That'd be crazy. Oh man. I have nothing else of that. Like that's it.
Well, my next one is the best trilogy of all time.
You're gonna say Back to the Future?
It's Back to the Future. The best trilogy ever made.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The first one, a masterpiece. The second one, very, very close to being a masterpiece. The third one, not as good as the first two, but still, it's goddamn good. It's like Community.
The third one.
It's like Community. Everyone says season 4 of Community is the worst season, and while personally I would disagree, generally that is the consensus that season 4 is the worst season. But even so, you compare season 4 to a lot of the other shit on TV, it's still goddamn good television. That's Back to the Future 3. It's not as good as the first two, but like it only seems not that good because it's being compared to two master fucking pieces. You compare it to just movies, it's fucking good.
I remember all three of them were on Netflix at one point. I was gonna watch the third one, then I got distracted because of personal reasons of me watching other movies, such as Baby Driver. I did not watch Baby Driver during that time. But I didn't watch the third one. I knew it was like a Western thing. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, they're not on anything right now. But yeah, they used to be on Netflix.
Yeah, no, they used to be, and they took it off. I don't know why they did that. Always taking things off, bro.
The Thor trilogy.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why are you putting that there?
What do you mean?
Why are you putting it there?
Why not?
One and two are bad. Only one good one is Ragnarok.
The first one is good. The second one isn't very good, and the third one's incredible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
1 and 2 is bad.
No, they're not. Well, the second one is, but
1 and 2 are bad.
No,
only go on Ragnarok.
Shut up. Okay, let's pretend that 2 doesn't exist, and it's Thor, Ragnarok, and Love and Thunder.
Bro, I'm not watching freaking Dutch Angle Nation, right?
Shut up. Shut up. You know you like it.
It's very colorful. I don't remember much of it. All I remember is the
Destroyer.
The restaurant scene.
Oh, where he slams the coffee cup?
Yes.
Another. Yeah, that one.
And Thor having blonde eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Those are enough to scare kids.
You think I could sue Kenneth Branagh for emotional damages because of that?
Yes, you could.
Done. I'm doing it.
Bet.
The MCU Spider-Man trilogy.
MCU Spider-Man trilogy? Yeah, of course. Definitely.
Better than the Raimi trilogy.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's the most consistent.
Is it the most consistent?
Yes, it is the most consistent.
I don't think so.
No Way Home is arguably one of the best Spider-Man movies. It's above 2. It's probably not as good as Into the Spider-Verse. Hold on. No. Homecoming can be debated whether or not it's better than Spider-Man 2, but it's up there. And Far From Home, yes, it's the worst one. But it's like, to me, it's like on par with Spider-Man 1.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Yes.
Spider-Man 1 is better than Homecoming. 2 is better than Far From Home and No Way Home. And 3 is better than everything. Yeah, but you're right. It is fairly consistent, for sure. It definitely is very consistent. Far From Home is a little questionable at times, but it's still fairly good.
It's just Edith. You just fucking take Edith out of the equation. It's like, hell yeah.
Right. Yeah, take Edith out and we're good. And Jay Gyllenhaal is casted perfectly because he also did a lot of training before preparing for Mysterio, just like dating Taylor Swift.
Yep.
So I think that was very fit for him.
The Zack Snyder Justice League trilogy.
It was a Justice League trilogy?
Yeah, Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League.
Really?
Technically, that counts as a trilogy. Yes.
I didn't consider it. I didn't think about that honestly. But Zack Snyder is like one of the greatest filmmakers of all time.
Okay.
He's better than Stanley Kubrick.
Oh.
Stanley Kubrick wishes he made Man of Steel.
He's certainly a nicer person than Kubrick.
You're right. Kubrick freaking abused Shelley Duvall on set.
Yeah, I don't think I can watch The Shining because of that.
You should watch it. It's pretty good.
I
mean, he didn't like physically abuse her.
That still
he didn't physically do it. He just verbally did it.
Doesn't matter. He kind of did physically abuse her in a way.
Yeah, he physically abused everybody by doing that take 137 times. I mean, horrible man, but incredible filmmaker. Incredible. So, man.
The original X-Men trilogy.
Don't think so.
You don't think so?
Except for X1, X-Men 1, and X2. Last Stand is not that good.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Except for I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yes, that's a classic. You can't.
I saw this TikTok, and it was like, what is the greatest fourth wall break? And it was just Juggernaut breaking through walls until it hits the fourth one. That was incredible. Elliot Page.
Yeah. The X-Men Beginnings trilogy.
X-Men Beginnings?
Yeah, so First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse.
Apocalypse isn't that good. First Class is underrated.
Very underrated. And Days of Future Past is one of the best.
They definitely. It says they freaking killed Darwin. Racism. Racially motivated. I don't get how that happens, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
It doesn't, because Fox, they don't have the term consistency in their vocabulary.
No. It's a good movie, though.
It is very good. I can't look at Kevin Bacon the same again.
Because he said the N-word?
That, and he's a creeping hollow man.
Oh.
Dude's a freaking rapist.
Have you seen The Black Phone?
With Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Neither have I.
He has an incredible performance.
Yes.
I mean, but Ethan Hawke was in his bag with that and Moon Knight. So I think he's in another movie coming up too. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I feel like Ethan Hawke is just in things now. I feel like he wasn't really.
Yeah, I didn't see much about Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot his daughter, Maya Hawke, is in Stranger Things.
Yeah, I just found out recently that was his daughter. I was like, what?
He was born in Austin, Texas. It's crazy.
One of us. Let
me see about Ethan Hawke. What's is he gonna be in more things? Let me see. Let me see his filmography. Raymond and Ray. Oh wait, he's gonna be in. Oh yeah, okay. He's gonna be in the other Knives Out movie.
Oh,
yeah, the Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, directed by Ryan Johnson.
The GOAT.
Yep. So that's cool. It's in post-production right now. It's in release this year.
Yep. On Netflix. Yeah, actually, I think it's going to have a theatrical release first, then on Netflix.
The budget is $40 million. That's pretty dang good. Yeah, it's gonna release and it's gonna be in the Toronto International Film Festival in September.
What was the budget of the first Knives Out?
$200 million.
Huh?
Kidding. It was $40 million. Same thing.
All right.
And the box office was $311.4 million.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. I still have yet to see Knives Out.
It's very good. Add that to the list.
I will add that to the list. I know that's another like Chris Evans movie that's like he's given like a really great performance.
Yep.
I somewhat like his character in The Gray Man. You can tell that it's the Russo brothers and Chris Evans, so you kind of hear some of that, dialogue that's like should be in the MCU if he was played by another person. That's okay.
Still haven't seen The Gray Man.
It's okay. That's another movie that I recently watched. Wasn't really paying attention to it. It's kind of a little too long, but it's okay.
Okay, here's the last trilogy, the Wolverine trilogy.
Oh yeah, like the Wolverine
Origins, yeah, the Wolverine and Logan.
Logan go. Wolverine is fine. Kimiko is my bae.
Hi, Kimiko. Hi, Wade.
And then Origins was great as a kid. That's my childhood movie.
Really?
Yeah, I remember playing the game. And I remember like just loving that movie as a kid. And I got the game. I was so excited, bro. I got the game on PlayStation and Xbox 360.
I didn't watch the movie till I was a teenager.
I remember what? Oh man, that movie. I remember like liking that version of Deadpool. Like, and then things changed.
Because you learned who Deadpool was.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would they do that to my, like? I was literally like Marlon Brando in The Godfather. I was like, look how they massacred my boy. So I haven't seen The Godfather either.
Same.
If I had seen it, I would have put the trilogy on there. But it's kind of one of the things where it's like it kind of follows your plans of trilogy. Like the first one's great, the second one's like arguably better than the first one, and the third one just sucks. That is how The Godfather was for a lot of people.
I keep seeing the box set on like Amazon and stuff, and it keeps taunting me. I'm like, I want to get you, but I haven't seen you.
And the crazy thing is, The Godfather isn't on anything.
Yeah,
like it's only on like YouTube if you want to like rent it or whatever. I rent The Godfather.
I think it was on Netflix at one point, but Netflix just has things and then it doesn't have things.
Unfortunately, so I looked at The Godfather. It's on Amazon Prime, but like Prime beyond that Hulu shit, like you have to have Prime, and then like you have to like buy or rent something to watch it, which is so stupid.
It says it's on Paramount.
Yeah, who has Paramount Plus?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it for the Halo series, right?
No, my dad got it for Star Trek, but he also watched the Halo series.
Yeah, he likes it, right?
Yes.
That's good. Good for him. He doesn't have to know the struggles that we had to go through. Let me see,
The Godfather. Oh yeah, they're all on here. Wow.
They're on Paramount.
Yep. Remastered.
Actually, I have this girl.
It's leaving August 31st.
No. Wait. Actually, I think I have. Actually, I have this girl's Paramount Plus.
You're just stealing people's Paramount.
Well, no, because she gave it to me because I wanted to watch the iCarly reboot, and I just never watched it again.
Wow.
So I mean, let's see if I have it, and I'll be like, hey, I'm using your Paramount to watch the Godfather trilogy. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah, The Godfather you have to buy on Amazon.
Stupid. But I mean, yeah, I add that to the list.
Yeah, so is that the show?
That is the show.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Avengenerds podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengenerds on Twitter. That's AVENGE Nerds, all one word. If you want to follow either one of us, you can reach me at @Zenith_ on Twitter. Where can they reach you?
Nowhere. Follow our Instagram and TikTok.
Please follow our TikTok. Please. We have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. Those will be linked in the show notes. You can also check out our link tree for any additional links you may be interested in. You can also review the show in-app on Apple Podcasts. If you can leave 5 stars in a review, it would really help us out. Please. It would really help us out. It makes it allows us to get out there more. Please review the show. 5 stars, please. And leave an actual review and we'll read it out on the show. Please. But yeah. Thanks again for listening to the Avengenerds podcast. We'll see you next week.
Later.